on DSTV so and also e wo honomo nansa na ebehye nkomo na se na amigu so amfa seda emma a possible beauty house possible say we oba be ma bra be piemu ewo eye ni beauty house honomo a ene wonsen free home ko sede e wusi ba no na eze wutiri hu nyina obe ne kama wo mo reso say wonsa wonan pedicure eye twi wo nem oyoba mesew twi wo nantini konye twi wo nantini na wona papa ni nyini nyina femfiri honom se de bia nkomfa nkotete obi be sheet mesew ko pimo possible makeup na so be ne kama na wuti so ene kama the amount will be pimo e was sprinters women ya ewa adjacent a Lekma Hospital honom anti freno that was 0246811026 0246811026 asona pad vintage ewo a bawi top base ho and a part wo occasion be go be a part of pam so atade the amount one answer matade and ne fa wonta de sheko dan no freno 0242653361 0242653361 see amishi me say amon for send messages kumasa for me chia mu nyina o se ku me chia mo afi no mo ache se mo wadofo ho papa wo mo minim wo mo na nso so wo mo dome from afar me appreciate mo papa enti ma menchia Mr. Ricky Boachi adom wo kumase and Mr. C of Sunset Hotel and also wo kumase so na Mr. James Kofi Asare apiedu wo kokobin kumase empeyimfoi mechia mo papa saso na fia kwanchewa efia so kumase deputy operations director for United Party inti mechia empeyimfoi so enyina sabe de babetie simu ene de bokata no nsema hodo de bias ye di ho ka ni di eho enkomo me no ka say ya somewhere I think say January bosumi ya yewumi ya ne de to so edunsia na National Control Commission na kok for etu omo say we say nationwide na wo mo omo tu wo mo a wo mo di no bone ehu dwedie eso sapai no na abai we bia wodi mfie aduasa emienu sabe aye ka say die wo mo nsa so ne pen chipa Rebecca fia na day kotei na hutedi mother na said on the mother of drugs sabe aye ka say na kokfo ensa so ne penchia wo mo emrano ene ne bidi no hu se mante wa mienu bi so kan wonte ne onsa kan Ghanaian Times the honsamo aba na kok bust notorious drug queen in Bujumbura raid so and a no increase in cement price manufacturers and some of the assurance of the commune minister of trade honorable Elizabeth of Oswejare ekushia ye nkomodidi omo how de omo go through to nanim na no say enampa binom de nam wiem say o mato cement o se no krebiasa enim but de omo hwe enim no say omo mpe unfair trade se pepepeyo ekoso honorable de atuja say emra na makwan say manufacturers no omo prices eto abontene na ma consumers enso ehunu into sabe do muso ati ase omo ye ne sant omo say santomo no bia samai and said there has been a stability nti eno moti ase enema manufacturers omo go through electricity bano womo enema equipment omo ne ade omo di edijuma but now there has been a stability nti omo fo bia enhye so omo de ranges omo de aba prices no wasa cement ni gumu ahodo bebre nti say no de wo 107 cedis na I think it's about 80 cedis and a be so be 90s or something it been so about 80s and ebedi enkomo MPP presidential primaries and matters arise and neusha 31st of January ya aka enefua dubako and 20th aka enefua dubako na mo flag bearership race no can see no mo de sie niama wo mo yi wo frank etuni nti Ken opens wide lead in NPP race nti we say survey ni bia aba no say plus or minus 52.7 and so no take lead in that about me at 36 point something since you video I'm not an alien in NPP Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say e be say na wono obada be on kan ho oh onye party member no say okopie mu aso ase one delegate kasa mo se 17 years nti na wo ba no wadi mfie dunso a wo beka se wadi mfie dunso nti wo sa nti 17 years ni me nka ho oh dey bi me so mamuntie wo mo kana ye mogu mo fanto baby kwa mamuntie na mo nto aba no emma me MPP flag bearer race aspirant to sign peace pact but we beat peace drums nti ene ebedi ni nyina ho komo tom dom sabe se nti ase apam kata se basa ye bia ma obia be ya somdwe na delegate ko che o madwen the result be ba no obi age atom nti ne ehwe ni manase pepese ne dia basa omokwakọ sign sa Oraya Asani Tano, a political analyst or Hasaso, and Ora Godwin Akogan, Deputy General Communication Officer, National Democratic Congress. And pay for me, Mama Nasi. Over the last week, Michelle, to Ora Akogan, a female, official. Office is any thing. Amen. Na Yakuma Swadi and Yanko Ayama. Amen. Na me shebo so so amedi so enye me na me kan ayo we die enye me kan ayo na me show we wa na waka o na me ya no ko baba ayo me aka sabi jejere I say adasi so be adasi so be in fact I totally forgot about o ma mi ye no and it's why you fan up paying so what's most slogan be na mo ka o near way abai papa ba me yenra me ba no say ako you see the water shining papa and I'm saying from o wi mu no kura asesa oh, okay. You know, empire boss so and they say a few ways so no and Niema a bit tumpon actually last year. Say a lot of people have given testimonies, especially on social media. We share the level of praise. Ayadema NDC ne Mahama Abanya. Enye bibia SSA ira itrimu kese. But a fee yen share hombo. Say ye be ye mpo abro near ye last year, so send be more people will have the impact and then the friend is saying the feeling of a real change in their lives, especially in the area of unemployment. Debi Ameka say about 70% of Nkrofo omoto aba edema ye mebuno. So we can only be successful at a point that we are assured they say a mebuno no dodo na enya adwuma aye kane na obi beba office and honorable ene de munya o umpe 500 bi mame umpe 1000 bi mame ene enkrofo eba omukra CVs omo say de omo pa enya adwuma obi beba o say me medi 50 years medi 60 years we am hwea enya ye but me ma me pejuma and ama won enade. So this is something that Miss Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised to address this year. Tie nyina yemfa yentuma emo yentuma na yemmo mpaye so entai nachi se na this wadi hunu no ebema mebunu ejuma no ebetumi so abem. Okay. Yo alright. Staba. Oho efa na paper. What and they can't be. I can't be more material more redeeming into. Hey, the space you crack to say $1 rated. Malaysia and amateur production team and Ghana for Moshe. I guess said by fear what drama and paper, but I am a fault. Hey, until Michiao made him in ground. I'm sure said by now making or say maybe you have it to me. Get out into Michelle squad nina Peswani Alonso nina. Na match Ghana Police Service. From Bob no rank to the top rank people, IGP nina powerful nina, COPs nina, Michelle nina, Juma the Ghana Police Service AD no.
the results are there to. In fact, I've been vindicated. Some time back, Musa, they thought, say, oh, now they are then at the BL. Now we are seeing the results. And under the auspices of IGP, and then a pound for Mame Lydia Yako Donko. Sir, a friend saying, Adabraka Gold robbery. Yache 3 of the gang. And it took painstaking investigation to get to where they are. If you look at the arrests that they have made since this IGP came, it's mind-boggling. And the regional commanders, I will not sit here and say, you are happy 100%, but at least you are allowed to play your own role without restrictions. Because IGP did believe, he said, we are a representative of him in your region, and I said district. And he said, BBC, and you have no can say, my member order and sana, what to me a comment on it. I'm happy about that, and the morale in the Ghana Police Service now is rising. Men can say, be any AG. And I say, be the ocean in Saka. But going forward, now I want to believe, say, you know, Papa Bantiaji, boss, Basupa, and COP Cassia, member with him, but Michel. That's it.
Now, one pound, mean two room Cassane, and another knows what else.
So if I meet you, creating. Sister, I didn't give me, you have from a meet creating. Then, Obrimpong. Kusi Kran deterred. It's what my henny. So, Bobo, a sister, but if you call back, and the chair, when I didn't sweat to my phone in a Michiamo. Now, young fashion, no more be a war, and Santa Antara be a war, a handsome no, Yensi, Nanka, and Bibia and Koto.
Okay. And I am me Bisasa, semi abay and cook for Jumo Modia, a drag queen, or Budumburam, or Machini. Adia wo ho a me pese me bisa ma mo che mo adwen wo ne se emmebunu no ene empo wo mo a mo di se adwa no wo mo nya encheche ne entiase se sa enubone no edi emmebunu no enya na omo sa entiase no omo sa so hu no ana se wo de ne se wo mo ton wo mo nya sika na wo de enriche wo mo ho no eno pe ene wo mo adwene ho ana o fa ma me sha se enfiri and I'll say, no, Manisha, serious.
I'm say, I say, you say, if you be a mensembo, and if you be a son, you young crofone no more when I saw my papa. May say me, I'm a bad papa.
Sir,
I'm telling you. Say, Basse, may come as I can play. Well, Chabon, I will show me a trim in the empire.
Bad maybe a day.
Okay. Said now you review or I can't cook on. Obetwa no saa. Me say, ye ntwempa ma ya ntwempo ma yare no enka cook. Me na me cruise. Ye beti wa cook ne te. Wo double cry me befa. I was so radical be abone be cook bia me hwe. Na je na chiri ba ne me no. Very sober. Ye kan say ye nko nsuo menko. School ye kan say ye nko menko. Mekwa kwa shewrem rather ato tie chance meba ne yasoma me se kubu nsi obra na se ko yesi. But it has turned the other way around. Now it is as a result of proper care from our food. And the bema efie bia mu no ye benya seemingly nkofo a they are at the equilibrium a omo nye too bad. Entina sa be no ewo ho no. Na I have done so many things me boom any comment na se nkola bi ye bi sisi a mystery. You understand? Na se won ye obi man antretrem time woni no eno na dey December no. Now moving from the house no. Uba bedru se wa she school ase. Na wodu be se class 6 ho ekọ no. Ube hu se akola no ne ye bi wo school adesua ebi a wo nsua. It depends on the parents. Ebi a wo nsua wo tia no a na ne boafu because owonyini. Now that is the point at which it's a say wo trenten akola no na wo trenten no so na wo kira ne normal eye ne normal enye na yentumi anya ne saa wo efie bi mu nti from the class 6 now wo dey akọ junior high peer pressure peer groupings to to senior high, peer pressure, peer groupings to tertiary. So one here, it start around the junior high or to senior high. Into when be quadare movie, like I said, tertiary in the asacra, the bow champs and more. Now you will be most work, and yes, say beer, nanka or bad, and I say, or pay normal any ofi. Name obe tall nkofo more or more you soon, and in a year no maybe. Say you wear my because of a day, say a beer or pesika intentem. And you who said and for a course or more sika. Who name baby or money scan fear. Until many who are into drugs as we speak now were tempted by the kind of lifestyle I want nkofo abrabo and no more they enter into it. And by entering into it, no, or more a use once because they make you understand. Say, yes, somehow half away come as soon as you walk and I Joe so and so, or by a bema say, into we back you back home and sana air with them. Nature say, what you to man, it's addictive, sir, and on man. Now, I can say drugs of this nature to say cocaine, other no man. Normally, na ya associate sanka memma na mo. But most of the time, memma no use man, and because your my dream quite man so p compared to a memma into ayana a man sumaseno. They are the most dangerous campaigns.
A man, because he be a society, or near maybe we can say we the band me, a more attention and but beneath,
exactly.
No money,
exactly. But remember one example. On say banks, or more recruit a man, sabi or more show more, or more Bobby or more like I'm fair, and then men can say that is the criteria in total. But they want to have somebody at the front desk. Or more say, we say. You be trust stab na wo ha
tidin na dem
na be bia
je
in account kura me bia baby you understand
o kan me nim ho hwe
there be some the example nko for abontian emwa nti they hook people on to these things looking out for ladies or more ebobia ne or more some of them are very clever or more ko school do actually nti won drinks or be sad and they are the people who do the errands. And I'm not surprised about this arrest. Sir, Nakoko to me, I busted this lady. So I'm going to take you more time to interrogate her. You will see the chain of exactly.
Now, the other opinion leaders are more on Mokase. Said more OCT no Bibinia. No we dwane uhwesa area ne de omunim se ade we na wo ye e wo honom bo mu chesia o mu se pet na we dwane na afei de finally o manya na che
dwane no dwane no enye kwa yes I mean police be ye de o me and they say bad night de o ba bia nti na me bo police for bas yes me bo ma bas ba next time can say enye se kono gen e obi mu a before so be drunk, no, I can say, Boko Haram. The reason why Boko Haram fighting has been difficult, and say, Tama soldier for the bay, Asra from Bay ready, so will be out or ye inside, I'm more motive.
There's more no support.
Exactly. No, not necessarily so supported, but he benefits
out of.
There are people like that. Say, oh, yeah, bow until moon free ghetto. Until Ubekono, Rabasa will be anyhow. You understand? Those things, they happen. A few amongst the security agencies who do that. And you see, if you look at the arrest last year by NACOC, I ran it through this year. And my one year said, nah, the previous administration, not in seal. All the arrests we are seeing, it has been there. You knew the consistency of crime has been there. But the reportage was very, very minimal. Because especially the hard drugs, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. They know it's a dangerous game. Until you can't say you give 40% and 70% crowd the chance say work out them. Until many people get away, and many people they know their sources say. At the end of the day, the baby come. Until mama protection.
But is it the right thing?
It is not.
Because if you take a percentage and eliminate it. I didn't feel one. I feel quite a Western.
You see,
because if I'm okay, the mission mukena said the bear or Chinabin say if you're demanding certain percentage, I'll be able to give it to you. Said at the end, and also me home answer me your shortage.
You see, it's about what they get into their pockets. According them, they will see a CC extravagant lifestyle, opulent spending, they fancy those things. Say, my core shop, my toe no mercy. And now, my philanthropic gesture, be me feeding crop food. Look, there are a lot of people who are doing things. Or more one year, but people are doing it, and people have been there doing this thing, except that. If you look at the arrest during the last year, any CC or Masha say what January important, it tells you say there's hope. But for them, say now be say na any here no. The seeker and I say the car obey them at the expense of you being addicted to drugs. No, only them fan or turn adie open wakoto. It is up to us to educate society in a manner that they will come to understand. For instance, in conclusion, America, a survey be about in collar, ye ma more phones and as a tablet, and in collar brim. Or better at the end or shame for you, or the uni. Until Wababa so vest in, say, tablet in the hook, me manipulating anyhow. Now, Omoya Sama or Dawana, you can and son or type it. Why yet to the stand say, and son will to me in fact, and so pay more entro. Wow. Yes, I have the videos here. What they do is that. I will follow a GF from Monsema, or one person, or best society, who don't know a dana de Nukurano.
And Goma, ye dine hana pain, mene pediatrician, a be by, or say, yes, yet to see a mofra, or mobile a dachi, and penny for the year. Abofani ye be binas a penny, parents who say, enya, or Sudan, what to form year 1, 2, 3, 4, no, who say, shen nisuna was no yana pediamana, obejai.
Yes.
And if you on my own soon, you know, no, I done it, man.
You see, I will be more arguing, you almost say, or more wow, man. Many parents are destroying their children without knowing. Because what the tablet are brand, men buy any tablet. Men buy years senior high, and some of them Android phone, man. Into men buy any tablet, but who say, Obiba, you should tablets are not any baby, but do one fee say, mammy phone especially, or movie say, or more. Bro man or moji tablet phones I can see a kola ketu e bia near 6 years crap na o manipulating mami and asane papa phone or mon fa tablet is your morning call. Yes, it is good, but then don't let the child be addicted to it. Me who say what child's play that film me child's play. Yeah, my child's play. So what child's play? Brody ba be for toy
so we near my demon na nation dey na
exactly, but the child play no ade na character no a oye no who say nkrofo omo ye nipa no omo hwe TV and as a film na nkrofo bo nkrofo tu omo wo omo second na omo hwe na omo sere nti ono so na adwene office say
normal
nti ono so no okwa na okofa second na ono so de bra be wo omo bi or say I thought you would be happy because who say omo sere ye bi o TV so nti ono so kofa second na o de wo na wo tietia ma o kan so na me kan say woni beje because obi ye bi now
wo sere
and in the brain of that child no character no when him say or no the warrior no normal nti sana we as na it is incumbent on our first then maybe we will say a pay teacher for nature or so enshemukina na education so I be ama for atiase say drug addiction no emfa go do baby Kiki Jan should have been the best example and can see in your documentary about Kiki Jan nanka awofu mutumi show echire nkofo na mu the level of distraction when you go into drugs
na mpinfo so na say law no eche woman nkofo abe securities no punishment no nkoso na anya you scratch my back and scratch your back Godwin mama mbrows but answer na no mama emma awa Mohammed Akwaba or MPP communication team member wa bibi aboko de Afisha pa. Afi mu yesia.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, that.
Or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, that. Then that was last year. If it's 3 weeks ago, then that was last year.
Yeah, our last meeting.
Our last meeting. So that was the latter part of December. So this year, the year, into Happy New Year.
Any more happy returns.
Okay, you mess about. So Godwin.
All right, Ebika,
mpenifo says ongo baboneda also nimbatete. It is a very difficult situation and sometimes also no community bi so a ubenyi wo no one share there's a 50% chance say your child may try some drugs. Make I say abra me operate restaurant or industrial area. Indian food be ebedidi wo ho. Na pomudidi we no bisa me say aha no no smoking area na because hu say obi a smoky and but they want to smoke. It means these are people who have moved from a community where you just can't smoke anywhere. So a person who say illegal and I say illegal. And then even weed is smoked on the streets. I see people holding it on the streets. Me, at a very young age of 7, my papa has boy or the mebeko. And then I can't do that for my children because say Okorhebo was stadium. Now say yama half timer. You see people openly smoking in public. Emma ebatitie eya. In your small corner, you would want to do everything humanly possible. 1, to prevent them from seeing. 2, to prevent them from knowing what it is. But or step it out of the gate, everything is exposed to that child. On the phone, enyema phone eyichire nkwada. You have little control of it. Ababa where ye kana say me 32 years. But you're the notorious akamo. Which means say 1 wayache. Oba anka kaneno ye onye bi o you don't associate it as Asani Tano said. But ene omuna ye use omo because 1 they have a way of escape. Se uye bema police ni na uni ahonhyeso na uchi oba criminal no start say osu nkanka ne yemu bi ayeye mama mana so ba su pepe na ebubu akuma yi. These are some of the things that happen now. And catching people like that becomes very difficult. The next thing times a notorious person you're in a picture ababeto but you're protecting nenim ensho but also you're notorious. So you're notorious, why are we not exposing such a person? Senebeya echinebi sebia onya bail onya hwan na oye a year. Others who didn't know what she does will know say mami we di oye nie. So it will even prevent her from doing it.
Then Ebaka say innocent until proven guilty.
And then some can say notorious. And somebody we no craba until says the you're prosecuting and I say bibi ansana yeah because there's evidence in P3 of a niema omache. So that evidence is already there. But almost 4 almost answer P3 in so no ya cover omonim. Me, I don't know why they do that. I am prepared to learn and understand so that men criticize it if I see something like that. Until then, I don't understand it.
But God wouldn't say sometimes so ayana ebimo hu say even though 3 no much there's more to it. Enti yakata ne nemo de investigations na ekoso sebia ne colleague na sebia na counterpart na say na associate no ehunu say ne nimu enia ombeda omo so nso de yen cover for now said they be obit me
picture yeah eda hey on the more so ya tinity crowd also crowd na who body crowd
of the view ebiness oka said then they shouldn't have even used the notorious no or maybe almost me bring up an argument say near maybe one is so glaring say ni but for the sake of emraninti no as I see you go to ko see ye
I appreciate that aspect, but I don't agree. For instance, say watch me. Now per se oche me for a can't you don't even break the story.
Okay.
So being so ni ho we too quiet and I so everything goes on. By the moment we are be as I say no, I love Jesus t-shirt. Because which means to say onim papa enim bone. I love Jesus. Obi hu no abontin sesi abeka so ye nyame adwuma.
Piccadilly.
Mangavi. Okay, I love Jesus. Into okra be say obeben no ope ekwan ope direction and I say ope ibia. Such a person is the first a friend is a point of call because we share the appearance like t-shirt washer wouldn't say adwene papa bi oni tima obetumi e de aboa wo ye besre the police should try as much as possible so ombemaya tesa nyema bi we mo ase if it is legal issues and all those things we want to understand it say yes idea I don't see why we catch a notorious person and we want to protect the person's identity and all that. You know, so your communities, you know, and if it is possible, especially, I don't want to mention any community because sometimes some of the places that we sit, me, I am a Niboy town boy, La Paz boy, and I tell you, Ushe baby ayetena, and Yema ekosu woho, and in kwada etwemu ewoho. Akode bia obe started smoking. One or the paper and a shas because onim say nya oni 1 cedi and 2 cedi so de kwakoto bie. The second stage pieces that has dropped. Ono the picture in his mind and say efe o hwe so a omo ye movies na omo takumfo no and a cigar etuanensano na jot etuanensano. So you see say they've painted a picture of a rich life with a cigar or with your friends a smoke or something. Into akoda so a onyi no it creates that picture say I want to be like this man. So if you want to be like this man, everything around that person you like it, including what the person is holding. Into yebesre na most of the time we are very conscious of friends alcoholic adverts. And no the way to now say Crombeck say yes stars no crown omunye adverts and now because of the picture it was
best I think after 9 p.m.
Exactly. So these are some of the things as I say to me at the garden now your communities that is where the main problem is.
Godwin what can say boss say alcohol be a commercials celebrities and so more commercials for any alcoholic beverages no any ubetimi a share music video na popular artist for na weed na tria na nsa no wo so na mebu ni youth yi omudi wo machi kese
no
dressing na videos no mo no so no alcohol etieti a wo ma no mo I mean
you see I'm say
you kita fi o say de kwa kodumuja
ai you see me no e chaupa na me de be ma your friend is artists no I have seen people who do very decent and that is not even the gospel side the secular music no decent your friend is music videos and all that they show affluence show stature show things but you don't see smoke, you don't see your friend is saying alcohol and all that. Mesre, mebunu di mochi. Enye bibi ya so na like I cannot come and sit here and speak about my lifestyle. I may not be the best of examples. You may not be the best of examples, but keep it to yourself. Keep it at your private life. Senebeya enkwadana omobano. Minim obia osmoky. He has tried a couple of times. So me pese mi jai. Sometimes beye 1 week no nye. Ewo mu a o se me take yaba.
Kotia so.
Na wako. So it means so on one kasa nim say minya hoden a me jai. But the willpower may be limited. Okay. Intino on that no yebesere you don't allow your child or somebody like and I say any other child to even start because ni jai no ed. Secondly, obi o ho a ebi adwuma wo ye no you can afford some things. Enunti at the end of the month, ebi a withdraw bi offer at the end of the week, wo betumi afford some things. Ye won krofo bebre wo ho a they can't. Odi nyonko gro echi ena odi ko remu. And I saw a lady I knew when I was growing up. Beautiful woman, and as a beautiful lady. And then you did not a chow crana. Umpe. But those days, o see so. Casa na air pim. A member elbow blues.
Because of no.
Because of no. But smoking and then alcohol. I destroy a beautiful life. I saw a documentary of somebody going through recovery. Young lady be, I think he was a musician or she sings or something. Obetete proya kra. And anyame adom. Didn't call rehab. Yeah, you saw that documentary.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Ene wasan so about back to the normal. O share the picture now or they say yeah. Now when they come back, you can only give glory to God, but you will give glory to the self-will and the efforts that she also placed in. Your best now your communities should be happy producing successful people. If we be able to do that, we should not expose Nkwada to some things.
Okay. Me that's wow.
Yo me that's maminchia yahwefo ene tiefo nyina na menkasa me that's for this opportunity. Somewhere last year in April, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak, our Interior Minister, Emma Ashanti Regional Police Command directive say almost 6 months to close down Tinker Island. Na okasa no manage pa to the extent that I wrote an article to commend him, sat on TV and radio, but me can say 6 months is too short a time to close Tinker Island. But at least even if within the 4 years of the NDC administration, so mutimi e close down Tinker kabeboa pa. Because you see, enkwala e wa Ashanti region nyina say owo yamfa say mikroma Asante afija say na o say a na onya impediment na watu akwetena wo. So okoho a ubehu say eye enkwala o mu free various areas within Ashanti region and a bishia wo. So the successive government are trying say on person more close down the place na enye. Okay, make I say time na we Kofi Boache eba as regional commander. Or the sa police for the tank ni bi kura no also sa no mo frɛ no sa car ni bi e be see ho MIA but still yentimi anye. So I think the Ashanti Regional Police Command will have to give us an update. Say bia we don betimi akasa kura no mama update on the Omaye so far because 2 weeks ago me kofa ho they are still there and I have not seen any measure by the police.
Kumasi area ben
Maisha Palace. Just a stone throw from Asia Palace. Oh, kwa alaba be omoton motorbikes na.
Moto ni eyi
so just
also design na ko Central Market.
How Central Market? We free Maisha. Oba wanima filling station bi ho. New filling station bi ho. New filling station no na CCA. Just omone ne bohye enti. Okwa ase ho nyina ema ni mema. Omo gugu ho enkwala akra ka ho ebi ho kra na oma wo ketekete wo nsa akwala ka ho de na keka. It's just so sad.
omoton bibia ho edru ba bi me hu say indeed na omo partner police for na partner with Zuria FM nti na omo ma updates but as an answer me hu updates no nti anka police for no cry ya dia won say bebre no e bi dwane free ho dia wa say a ono dia ho na we na hwe anyeye no cry na anka bia omo so atikakra. It has really become an issue in this country, especially the issues of opioid. I am an ardent critique of Dampari, not Dampari, the current IGP.
Christian
Teteyono, me hakrano, matnaha, I criticize the administration. But one thing that I can say, why ya me jidise me bona baso, that special IGP tax force or the call Tamale. Because you see Tamale na entisa. They say agin semukra. But as I speak right now, Tamale is almost free. From yes, baby, sa areas no nyina. ASP Jalil. Ejuma woye to the extent that last month me hu say omo edina ko deputy superintendent. Ofri ho wonim every nook and cranny of the area. And ma omo kwachi omo emomo ye. Again, na kok aban ba mebo o mabaso say in the last 1 year at least you these busts ne na keka ho but ade ba ko a megide say MYN ene look at the man who was arrested in Tamale Alhaji Sayuti omoche no na kok ene sa special tax force na koche no na okuta tramadol nko 447 boxes. 447 boxes no na 120 mg Ghana ha even
when you need be
50 and no so kra no by prescription 120 mg
what's that 120 you need and maybe my FDA come back kind
exactly.
So they don't even know how
it so this man was arrested in Tamale somewhere in June last year na 447 boxes not Tramakin. That first time I met it, and also 120 boxes, and also 120 mg. Yes, you know, or pleaded guilty, but unfortunately, the charging 1.6 million say own tria in default uncle 25 years. I think I hear deterrent enough. To be very honest, me tell me why, because you see. Obia okuta this number of boxes of tramadol.
He's capable of having
such a wono enya sam ketwa. So woman say sika ya obetue free mo. Now asan koto aso. I was expecting say oman no ebeji sika. Na some an custodial sentence. Hwe obi wo ho a baby a ye nyina ye drew in life no. Ye chi okra na ukọ cells for 1 week, 2 weeks, run the level of trauma does. But when we sikani, it anka yechino no, anka manu ko even 1 year with the fine now. Oh, you're fining that amount of money, say obeko 25 in default, in default 25 years. Now so you sign a jail for even 2 years, because you see, Mami as I said now by a friend mother, Obian Buan say odifo, but I say Oko area hono Oka mother. Again, omu the intelligence na call ho. And you say bia omu nam ena omu hu enti ya dia omu etete ya na omu koche na omu che no ma no. Se ene enya we hu sem se ye bekchi moda awie na e na court na ya fine na watu eska na ya jana na wasan court na ho. So I think that ye judges no moaye kakra se omu chi omu se wie a nipa no say ye jiska free no say na be access kan kra beti me feed no prisons for ho nanso yemma omo custodial sentence yemma nipa no custodial sentence na de ono ti be bi ye no obeka say hey mother call ye no otua sika esan ekodam ana Alhaji Sayuti call ye no otua sika 1.6 million which is huge but osan kodam 2 years anka wantimi antua 1 eno a obeko 27 years but wotimi tua ye no wako 2 years but wotua eti wokoba onye sika because ene ade no enye emfa ye borders straight me ka say emfa right channel and about chrome ha eti eno kire say owo customers owo suppliers wo baby oni kaprekra na suppliers betimi a supply ne se onya betena se na ote ase nko ade a se ote baby a ote na osesa baby a ote no na o start sign edge a ohia sika to do that. That is one. Two is that the suppliers no kra no enim se otua fine ni wi a because of experience in adwuma nti obetimi ai omutue scan mana obetimi akere wo na ope obi ama nipa na ye without him getting involved ebia or getting involved director oman ni betimi atete because nipa no ye wia minim se oman no etimi etete no hwe se bia no oma no oya enti the American ne se we ni de adulson. And again, foreigners no Nigerians any Nigerians na omo ha no omo na ede ade na ba na edulson, especially this tramadol because ho na ewa sa 120 yes 120 200 ni nyina no make us every ho de omo no loss no and restricted 120 mg. So usually if these areas enable through unapproved routes say na kokfo achichi bebre e wo borders a ye nyina ye hu. So I think that this clamp down no must go to areas where these people are na yahwe na yetimi aye. It is becoming really something else. Abrantia bi amene no university first year no aben pa but unfortunately o started enum normal where went to me antwa some of the about 4 courses. Those days fortunately I became SRC president, so you're rusticating na meka so there be student handbook no crack can say I was saying paninya not less than 1.5 GDP cumulative your friends grade point your friends GPA aha it was so wonya enti ehwe na oboro so ene ne betena ase one on one ofri wi amwase wabetena university wabufo de waba bomodin na ye enye onkwa na hunum wi menne na kasa ye wi wenye nanu meko Hello FM meko program unu se obi do geme o Hello FM ni mo hosisi ya o paisa deg sankrofo na o yesam he's one of them. But menne na ko university na at the same class me political science and minor history or no so the same thing it na me no the same class am minimum no and na me no ka say oh Hello FM animo ho omo pai sa your friends saying take or shadow cast na ya pe 1 cd biama no. This is how these things are destroying us. Now saying Minister for Youth Development staggering revelations be I can say omo nom enroi e wo university ministry na ye hwehwemu ehun se omo a omunum nnoi e wo universities ene e do so chen wo mo ehu omo abonten no kra
to nim se wo go school e ba be crachi ni
public universities. This is a ministry for youth development Pablo ono ena e ma ministry no ko yes an hwehwemu no e de bai a wo ye presentation wo UPSA or so a wo can say this is it eno na ma omulanche is red means stop ni na keka ho. I think that apart from the advocacy no yambo modern na yen clamp on down because ESP Jalil the oye no ye di nyina bai e man crofo start can say me that be me post on the picture can say IGP aya de say oma omuli disa nipa bebre na oka say ho omumbra area say na o ma tro on the Facebook page we no be ase ene yempa bibi sambra ye won krofo a ofiri ho wonim all the lungu there o police service ene ye mane lead tax force a betimi aboa ye ni mama ofiri kumase omuni all these areas omusu lead a betimi akọ na omakoye se na be ya at least ye owu se ye tu omusa no man ema na etimi aboa because akwala ndie otunofo a okona akwala bi na danfo tunofo a ebi a obeti a chen wo ofutuo. Okay. Iti kakra meka no. Okay.
Another area me pese ye side ye ni ehwe me ma we sent wo de be kan wetimi de no so kwa ka ho. Wonim say me kai pass about 12 years ago. Na me nim one medical doctor na wo offering is a callable. But later no mo de ne ba Ebrekum family hospital ho ma ne be ye djuma. Se wo ka se wo obi oye chronic smoker, very young guy, brilliant, Dr. Pau. Utiminum cigarette be a day in the packs and be as at the time no combo mimi na I think all try so be no combo no be a 2 packs a day. ye wo enkophobia MDs bi wo hono ma wo bekọ adwuma mu no smoky weed. Even allegedly your parliamentarians in here they come on we say it we will no weed near there. Don't you think say even the people that we are supposed to look up to no e binom so kompo yes sir eno kwa na ginger mabunu no mo de wo ho so ewremo because me nim say quote unquote parliamentarian be smoky on a lawmaker na me ton weeder e mama ho den say ne me nyine me ho ton no kompo no obeto ano.
In fact the problem here especially in Africa they say you boot titled people too much. We respect titled people too much. To be our force to say young friend me honorable young friend me doctor young friend me way exactly
just to cover his nefarious activities. Yes, that's true.
We started together in communities and all that. Not title and kaho. What I wanted to add to what Awal said in respect to Nkwada Omusmoko universities and Adiano. You see, parenting is a very difficult thing. Giving your child courage, independence, is one success we must all work towards. Me, at a very young age, and I papa I was 9 years. Timi oba na tete me mama na tete me. Na oba na say auntie bi bomi mu a wankasa wo yembe hyehye wo. De bi ankrofo na ebeje me wo me mama nsem. But the negative part of it na say into me ama wo anye wo personal decisions. Your decision is me ye we a me mama bebo me. Me ye we a me papa be me say. That ehu no ene wo.
But the positive outweigh.
I'm coming. Enunti se oko university. Na for the first time onya sa freedom no. Me mama bebo me papa bebo me eni ho no. Na se ne willpower enye strong e wo ho a the influence from other students becomes deadly. Me ma until COVID. Say about 7 o'clock na no mu pie kra na no ma start elder. Because about 6 o'clock uni baby akọ obeda nti aka omo ho ama upie kura na ebo sesa na nenikum. But sakra na nya ono ne self will any independence say mia na mepe me ba 7 o'clock me ba beda me nko yebo Senegal marchi omo da be 9:30 because born dey cause now am say that we can't sleep because you go na you understand. So these are some of the things that back on the bubune there ya no call na wakokoda. So sometimes with the independence of the university no especially with first years and in Crawford if you 9 o'clock me say 9 7 o'clock ne papa se matu gate mu inti se onya sa freedom wa ko school na 8 o'clock me na me
na obi a metu me punu me o me key de me pen na me ya
it is a sad discipline that is the beginning of some people's distraction.
Okay,
because yeah time no there na a secondary schools because me call a primary college senior bi o ho na bodwe say who say wo friend no senior so wo friend no brow so wo friend again because during the 6th form days you saw matured men in school into senior culture say kokotena hana sem opaneso kra na usuro kra so kwakokache teacher kra say asumesi bulimi ana say oye me say into no oye lucky na koto senior papa ensema onu ankasa efa o se ni nua ketewa kusa you turn out good. One young lucky now koto obia organic free school ono mo niema you are doomed
because we introduce you
you know.
And another area so I say ye share once nkola no bi su wo hono mo ye awa e kasa no sa area no kwa say for say Island.
Tinker Island.
Yes. Also, Alaba. O baby o honoma. Be o better now. There are confoso motisa area honoma. Woma wo. ewo ho no manti growing up no abofa no de onimu eyesa enema no so obehu say we num cigarette we num weed we num onsa enti sa kwala no eba within this that will free even sa area no kana so ko different area na say be ko school already no why exposed to
that
and yes so no minim say ka be a psychiatrist oh yeah we need a psychiatrist to I say with me you know we don't take it serious bibi any just say agigye gunko ano enti ne pay attention
ahono kra no un say omo nkwala no wo ho enti wo kwa obi okuta akwala a wo ma no fo
no say smoking no so
they sleep there just a film enchen and omo did that dan chen baby amahu akra ha tudu say ofa akra girls me say akra girls tudu sa akra pole no ukofa chire ho se ya baby a Nigeria for elodu sa Unibank sa small buses no ebi wo ho sa just like the tinker no eno so wo ho just on the right like this toilet bi say
wow
omo wo ho eda bi anajo me ko fa ho anajo bi am hye me pa because anajo no bi hu se ni pa be brego edu anajo na wa be gina street no so sa na omo ye no sa tinker na so eho no wote ho na obi nyem no wo ho eho na oda enti eho na obi nyem no wo ho ena wo but de minimini se ebusuafo kra etese akwala sa ate ho na omutimi bete akwala no efiri ho but nkwala no ebi wo ho obehu se 2-year old wo ho 1-year old e wo ho woni ni maame na wo ho ana ni papa woni maame ni nyina ni papa e na wo ho a omo yes ade no it's just something else.
Honorable Fuseni Donko the message yaba also my dear, the real issue is not about storming and arresting this drug addicts but the place of reformation is the real problem. Arresting an addict is cost 90 without reformation. God bless Assemblies of God Ghana for their reformation center, the teen challenge at Kokrantumi. Let's us partner and support them to expand to all regions. Honorable Donko Fuseni, Deputy Director General F&A.
Yes, so anything that make us say, you block Adekye from entering. Because you block no at least onya bi ntokra na
another thing to say there wa can say into interior minister ka say into wo no tama na wo kana meeting ade na ekosa omo kwai
yes that's true
they just relocate gather at a different place and
yes omo kwai
and then make us say 6 months now can say omonye no. If you check my article, make I say you're too early to do this. But even if it within the 4-year span, na omubenya ekwanya ombetimi afa so already the place of these people ebeboy and one I can say indeed rehab no very important. But I think that say you block what they from entering. Obi bia ye better na okuta tramadol even 1 pack. Na just above the na yehu baby a wotoye nipa na ye to no ye man custodial centers because you see in Kumasi those that are in charge are a lot of Hajies and radio stations because mudi yes omo na kwa faba free Nigeria and na edeba radio stations no mudi ni na keka ho
tum se sika wo
so sa Hajia no se ampa se yetimi hu se ono na de baaye e na eche na yede ne kwotena even if you say 1 month kura na ono anu obeti bibi ochena bi oba wontimi nkoye sa adwuma no bio obi so one no ya nche no obejai so gradually ade no you are reading from the country it will read in kakra se nipa no konomo a obeno 50 mg 50 mg no enye so efficacious compared to 120 because omo no a de omo ye ne se omo fa 1 sachet ni nyina o
no ni nyina
no mo de agu we onhwe na o kire obi so
enchire
energy drink
sa no mo de afra
yes o mo de fra energy drink so egru baby plan say o fo sa pragia no e wo Kumasi na uhu se de wo twi no okuta energy drink or the shop say ya nipa bebere mforo because a concoction na waye o to to ahwe na okoto atwene iti omo mix iti 10 no obetumi afa ni nyina
but awa wo nim say minim say I mean niema documents no na dey kenkan kakra no say bi obi a for instance be a cocaine and I say other drugs near there now wo person nipa ne call rehab usually no enye you know that in a drastic way say maybe
gradual yes
gradually enti we na ye blocking na honorable say conversation we enjoy power there about say please blocking even the drugs from some of the addicts without medical rehabilitation can even kill some of them just by denying them access.
Yes, enokra no omutimi essence what do we say just a simple cough syrup. And see a problem.
I think someone be so fra.
One fra krana.
Even sugar glue.
Litalin.
Yes. They sniff it.
Yes, unum Litalin just 10 ml. Obeda. A cough syrup, a normal cough syrup on the bonya di. Unum just 10 ml obeda. So obenum bottle no.
Blood tonic need be so.
It's one bottle na asa.
The storm.
Afra.
Yes. It's really serious.
Any idea no is
advocacy is very important.
Exactly.
The first question is woje. And initially so no what you are looking for it works for you. But like every body system it gets used to work after it doesn't work.
Exactly, and work
then you want to
add more
further.
And it's about starting we are obeko cocaine because we know say enye djuma
bi. Mo bibi crack o se den.
No.
Anema oho.
Hey, over here.
Awa is talking about blocking this say enya macro. The issue is not about blocking. As for the blocking system, it is there. But the people, the law enforcer who is there to ensure say about blocking, they are the people who allow them to bring the
exactly.
Me say some when him say recently I can bad nuts asem in the news no a police officer any coaches one also a work drugs in his possession.
So
just imagine
as we are sitting here, nothing will drop from this roof and come and fall down here. They bring it through our borders and they know their connections. Say who border when until once you are at post we are coming. And they make so much money out of it or more border so until the system for blockage in there is there. But the people will allow it in. And two, if you are not authorized to bring such a thing, let us not assume, say, in fact, in America it's worse, where even the law enforcement is so powerful. It's worse. UK, it's worse. Because zombie be at the far baby because people just benefit. And interestingly, most of the people who benefited, they don't use the drugs. You understand? It is incumbent on you.
Control.
Yes, as an individual.
The will let them also do it.
Why you now? Exactly. Why
now just one shot.
Yeah,
I will be introducing it.
So if you are now work with your medical bills, who says Kana Obejano. Talk with your medical bills on yourself and also on Oba. Iti waji scan free obi wa say obi ba na so oba so at the hospital. You also in your piece.
This is so
law enforcers no mo the entry point no. These are where the
ewuremu wia na ye china. To say mami a ya chimi. Say ye buanu fo a. Ye mani nkodam bi. On tu esta na won kodam. Say na ye alaji sayuti. Yeah, because you see
you shouldn't just be the fine.
You see, let me share my experience with you. Meda in Sawam 3 weeks.
Yes.
And Meda I could say 1 week. I could say you can't see drugs there. But in some, that is why in the moon, make us say it is not the solution.
Yet it is what to
weed. Ope bi abenya wo ho. Ope ensa obenya bi ewo ho. Into obi a wanum wi a ode no akọ nsawom. Okọ ho a obenya bi a eno de police
so the effect is minimal. Make I say teacher ni bi na ochra de o Asokore Methodist Junior High School ewo Secretary East District. Ena na onom nsa pa. So okokra na ontimi enwura full steps in na keka ho. So he was transferred to one of the villages. So Michelle, those days I was a journalist with Ghana News Agency. So Michelle, district director of education, or Ebisani said, I didn't say that one yenedi, and I transfer. And I'll say the process to terminate the appointment of a teacher and yet just this misconduct in Kwan. So the entire amount where you know, and I say said there were in a free hand or Kotwaso. And I'll say yes. The difference is that as a method is Obechran Kuala more than 200 a day. Village now Koyeno and Kuala or more honing just about 40 and I say 50. So say and Kuala the percentage at which Obeseno as a very greater than a home. So baby I want to know. Because the omu them na nye the one room na say man them because one was say rehab now we can you know your honorable for saying don't can you know and I was say taking it through nipa na ono one room wo ya hajia wo ko Nigeria ko toban ye hu say ono na toba ye na yen jelu no ye mani chieska yen jelu
don't qualify with hajia the other
I'm talking about yes
don't forget say as someone a Godwin e kasisi ya don't forget say nipa no de ba e no nya patronage nyina ye nim sense wo hwe nipa dodo a egu honomo enya asem ketwa and eye serious say you can so be co prisoner no say be a punishment to reform the person
yes
no ko na de na ye say no ntini ache na ko na onya na in abundance then what's the point
no you see it is better than
but
the person sitting outside yes
it is not the smoker no
the smoker
yes
every smoker should be rehabilitated not jail.
Yes.
Tama or say police and crack it down the place. I was not expecting them to push all of them. On God, they wouldn't call our one. Omo Tinkano. Ochi na wouldn't call police station our one. Because on ye duanindi. Police for no on the man duani and pay we you get it so on wabuano. But on no wakwa baby ohia rehabilitation and not jail.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yo,
and this is something to that our social welfare system we must work on it. Let me Obia wosika ewo Ghana bia. Even if I have to advocate, say be abosumi bia be 100 cedis to social welfare ebeboyen. You see Obia or your pickpocket. The possibility say obe to me abeye I'm robber. Higher than me be kokoda fie enyumre. I am advocating this because obi ansore dakro enka say me am robber. Ehun bi wo nipemu naturally because he be too much so enade. But ene obi hu say obi abo ne yere ne ache no. Ono so na all hwe what happens to the wife? And I don't have a challenge, but mine is that what happens to the children and then the wife aweja ewichi. Obi be ya bone na ya chino, but people are dependent on him. Obi be to me akwakoja wawo because on to me nsha akwada no, mu akwakoja akwada no e wo bi punu echi enade. Obi adwene ne say ye fa akwada we a ese de ne ko social welfare. Ese say ye de ne ko rehab if it is smoking, if it is drug, you find call rehab and idea. Sika ahe ena eko. And nunti na me advocate me stress yen ya kakra wo yensem yen ya ye betumi apart with 200 cedis, 1000 cedis, 2000 affect yen no. Let's have a system ye betumi a control and as a contribute towards that yen ya baby se obi issue bi si na bibia eni ni life mu a obetumi akwakọ hange ho atwen say bibi papa bi ebaba. So I think that it will also reduce a lot of these things in our community.
But the social welfare department is not doing doing because you see how many times and I will start with journalism even career social welfare for craba say my kwenya na yen chere normal say. You see, you don't need okay say fire service for first now almost complain sir. Say when you complain biom. Oma set up even social media platforms to the extent that social Omo TV it started operating it last year. 2 years ago omo TV a omo ye education at least omo to omo democrat na omo timi ye video na omo send it out social welfare how many times na ma approach despite media say momwa ye na ye educating for on these things because we yes ana mo ka say mo hia partners I am sure despite media mo conglomerate kra no betimi aka bom na ma support one because e bia mo be ma mo airtime sika kra no me sure say despite betimi ma mo sika kra no ma program say ya e betimi aboa
so betimi am
yes and na make say ono no obi food dia pa ene piano ono no on ma ye mbeka say because you see
so on that note social welfare for
they should show leadership
yes, and see how all of us can also put our word in for a transformation at the social welfare system.
Okay, yo matse madam wasepa ne yembra ye mame Elizabeth of Osuejare ono ena ye Minister of Trade, Industry and Agribusiness and asabre wone a Cement Manufacturers Association for Asia. Na womo de atudwa se ena momframa mu ebi mo se ya to cement mo womo se no kribia sa enimo enei enkane na cement 42.5 R no 107 Ghana cedis says about 80 cedis to 85 cedis so and now 32.5 R na and so and on 80 and we say and 85 which is 32.5 R no into be answer so some mo so mo adi hia de niema eya consider ekoto wo mani no na minister ka so wo ma say ene wo hwe bi won ma demurrage e bi won ma electricity ene ade ho nsem ya ade bia na ha wo mo nanso ni nyina mu no now there has been a stability ema association nso kwempo wo maka ene yensika sem hwe dollar na enso ejina nti enya de se no so emra no so makwan se ese wo mutimi declare prices na manufacturers prices no nti ene also na ni gise wo mutimi declare mi ehu nti consumer no so nim say price na say na tie na nkoye se bia obi ko share kokoa bi mu a no de enema eba betus we say ene nkomo a ekọ so sama me sha free Godwin honum tis prices na de almost ntomo bi ambai
and when I saw that 6 cedi increase I mean say there wouldn't be any justification for it because at the port duties abafom taxes be na ewo so ye free so dollar mode import clinker abafom fuel abafom so what would be the justification me I think the cement companies can do better than what they are selling at now. Yes, there's some reduction, but I still believe it can go further than that. Because I say, Omo Association, no, they still want to monopolize the system. Like first, and I got some Omo fix price and one no. But still, no, it looks like they still have some collaborations within themselves. Almost setting ranges be SSI prices, echo. But make I me a project be now. I was buying cement at 120 cedis, and then it is about 90 or below. Definitely you can see there's a change in the price of the fuel, and people are happy. However, I still believe the prices can go further than that.
I see you.
So I think that I was looking for the justification, to be very honest, because you see, omo ejumana omo ye no, omo the clinker, and almost the electricity, ka ho. Any fuel, say bia omo enya your friends episode omo use planter. So make I say last year and 2 years ago under KT Hammond, na etono 70 cedis. That was somewhere in August or July. Na 70 cedis to 85.
August when 2020.
24. Into omo tumo. San tumo no buy no. KT Hammond bufui. Okay. Emma o can say yen set the price of a year cement no send a beya ubia soria na oye. So there should be a regulation. A bit me abwa ama ye hu say petrol ene there is ceiling. MPA e was ceiling na omodema petrol. Into ono frɛ omo kra se omo mra. Okay, so okotwe ya omama because o can say ma omo enye saa eye ntumu no. So mutumu ekobe 90, 95, any 85. Ebi crack 100. Even the minister has alluded to the fact that they are around 110 and about 90 and now around 85 and about 80. These are the things a minister now I can say and you know say womatum up to that level. No. The only thing I see in this engagement I just say about boy any the regulation you can't you know. Mahusa minister now alluded to the fact that regulation KT Hammond started here in 2024 no. Ombe kosona omaye implementation of that regulation. Sene beya yebehu se at least cement there men ton brusi and a men ton so emanu nye your friend say less than this amount. And no na beboye enye sa dia ebeye din. But you see, one of the critical thing na omu hia pa apart from clinker air light. Light no aban yi ba no aban kan say oba obeti light no so full. Ama omo pese omo di yedwuma e di ayedwuma. It is in the NDC manifesto. So omo ba ombeti light boso. Again, we share the commentaries national chairman Ekan. Onu kra de okaya kokan se welders are omo sunyane kwan su nyina no. Se omo pese omo hook onto the 24-hour economy. Be mo omo different meters a ebetimi atwe kakra bi se ne be ya omo betimi biem afa nipa bebre adwuma. President so ka the same thing in Kega ho. Aban no ye wo no na electricity in the entire 2024 cumulatively etumu just 6%, 6.4% in the entire 2024 year. Aban yi ba ye no obi a ono be kan say ye 6.4 kra na etumu no doso. Into ono ba obema special dispensation for industries like gasem ni Kega ho na omatimi aye no. Oba no first year 1 year in office no what 28%. It is said gas and for no mu use 10,000 cedis a month and then omu 12,800 to be able to operate. Everything nama sometimes oka set so na enye yi. Everything nama normal bebre in this country utiswa enye yi. Because me say me te hay electricity no me to me meters me no one eye baako a me dey power nsuo a me use ofie because me nye Ghana water your friends customer and baako a me dey use ofie. So you see omo use sanso doso omo epompo so ewo ho. So electricity prices no akosoro anything say ochile tan say manu ntumu a yes onye respite wa ha because dollar na ba form nti ode clinker na ba efo na so light na ode be ye adwuma na eno so twe bebre no ekosoro. And you see that is the disconnect. Bibia ebeboa ama aban no etimi na say ankrenkre etimi a expand and say aban no be create enabling environment for them. Enabling environment no sa dollar cedi no watch no but light me cry me ofie cry no say ene me to 100 cedis for the month na me nya 128 cedis and sa na etimi aso me for 1 month.
So 200 cedis for a month.
What me say me to 100 cedis in a month me here 128 and I kufado na me nya 100 cedis to for the month na ene me nya 128 cedis. The onosu edi ye no enti na ma nsuo up to now ne boy dey no nsuo e wo traffic mo me bo every 2 cedis 50 pesos to 3 cedis ebi so every the 3 cedis na e wo to even 5 cedis ebi kwa to on 5 cedis medium no ebi to on 5 cedis by the way 3 cedis even in traffic because light bo no kosoro but first na 2 cedis e ko 2 cedis 50 pesos adenti na ye tum inflation or form mensu ensure inflation on kosoro because light now or day power no abayma na kosoro and that is the crux of the issue. It is say minister no yes ne say implementation of sa we no airline no na e wo in 2024 na e kire se anka e wo se aban e set up framework bi at the Ministry of Trade on betimi a kire wo export price factory price ama Ghana ama ministry nate na ministry na ahwe almost with the standard authority ehwe na omu hu say ampa cement entimi ton ema no mburu 100 cedis a ni aye ne sa na aboa but me sure say minister no can say she's in the process of doing it na ache
okay
1 year nie ebia na mo ya fa ho enye na asem na abanti na wakofa aba say afi na mo be regulate
mate me da say over ya
politics eya wa de because the net effect they say omate so anyway what you say it was then 120 came to 110 and then 90 e be kra dey 80 baby
minister no kra statement so, say 110 and aba your friends because we're telegraphic
now 107
the telegraphic or no ka say 107 and na yewo
yeah
and na 118 and about 107 it is so just 5
and now
85 friend is saying cement at 120
even today there is 120 because baby our beton is very important anything na regulation we say regulation na
and cement to be cement
oh and 75 crowd
exactly
even here kon 75 for her but you see there was fertilizer button. 75.
And 75.
Oh, I can just give you the your friends and the figure. But we can offer 120, 130 because
they can come further.
Yeah, my dear. Over the main interjection. Over can you am now? Oh, can you am Ghana for? Because me come Ghana for.
We are come for.
Me come you Ghana. Make up your Ghana for.
Oh, wow.
Maybe or how old the human show monster or to me a year to perfection in terms of monitoring and evaluation. And I'll commend Sector Minister, Madam Elizabeth Ufori Ejari, yes. It is in that direction and much Sector Commander of Ghana, Ufosu Ejari. I say that Techimako program be on what the anime my pa easy. Demonstration kings.
I'm okay demonstration.
No more Kasama Ghana.
Oh, and okay. It's a necklace of boy and Kasama Ghana.
Oh, but
American basis here. American basis here.
Are they?
Some say him right now. You
okay. And then no,
or reviving a political career. Because what say party or Oxy party in the Oxy party say party or Oxy party in the Baby make up Bernard or Oxy party na mind this.
Sector Commander of Customs, Madam Teresa Potaki, Temaport, Long Room, Michelle no paper, Ojuma F.
Professor Bonichipa Chemipa.
There be won't share
anyway.
Please, what yeah, analysis kakra, investigation kakra now. She said,
God doing.
Auntie Madam Teresa, our can say na Omofri was cement was 70 Ghana cedis. I'm say any accurate.
Sana Mekai.
Yes, okay.
Make 110. I was even quoting the minister.
There was another.
Yeah,
another one. There was China for
them. Yes, yes. Oh, me yamba.
No, the latter one okay. No, Ocean Kasana say I noted it. No purchase say even Omar Bresson Krana cement
75 for home as at 2024 years.
Until early 2024, prices were from 90 Ghana cedis to 100 plus. In fact, it was up to that is per bag. Mid to late 2024, no prices, no, it was steady around not a climb up rather from 90 to 120, and then 120 to 130, right? In the time late 2024, early 2025, now price no, even though the city was being strengthened, no, now prices no were still between 120 and 130. It says Obekaya. Now NPP communicators and commentators they were using mainly cement and iron rods as their benchmarks and measure of the NDC administration because they felt that in the first quarter, there were no changes in the cement prices and iron rods, right? But at the time we were looking at the energy situation in the country, the erratic energy supply that we had. Hey. Look, as we speak, you can have cost of production being high, but once there is steady supply of energy, your production is even better. Now, when you have a friend say erratic energy supply and then cost of production, in fact, it makes cost of production even higher. Yes, we know, say, we would have wished the cement a better from even more than this. But you enjoy this kind of decreases in most of the commodities are here too. And you see, you cannot run away from the fact that there are prudent management of the economic system as we speak. The Ministry of Finance have done a yeoman job led by Ura to force in trying to ensure, say, the city will be stabilized. The governor of Bank of Ghana, Ura Asiama, and also, yes, managing the first monetary policies, putting in place measures, city, and also Ejina Brani. Now, we leave out certain companies and certain institutions, and also they have been part of ensuring city stabilization. IMF fuel prices are back for me, and now we tend to leave them out. For instance, there's a young guy, Combat. The guy is doing fantastically well. If Tor is being revived, it means even the fuel prices are here. In the near future, we could even get it better. In fact, as of today, we can buy, we could have bought 1 gallon of fuel at 36 Ghana cedis. But for the 4 cedis, 50 pesos, you have to 1 gallon. So, until now, you say you have fuel about 40.5 per gallon, right? It means proper measures have been put in place. If you go to Boston, for instance, there's this guy ISF, Adekye Nsroma.
Yeah.
The guy is not one. And these are the people on the ground and us underground working to ensure the president's vision comes to fruition. They are doing so much. And there's a young,
very young guy.
Adekye Nsroma. And Digital Meklo and Co. Sami Jemfi, Nidin Crow has Sami Jemfi Gold Ball. So
we have a press conference crowd on
almost sign it or say
you see? So we have a group
so refinery will start from this.
There we go. Talk of the young guys, Eric, Ajay and Co, Pablo and Co. Everybody who has been put at a particular institution and as a particular portfolio, they are working to ensure that the president's vision comes to fruition. And that is why we are seeing these good, these signs of goodness in our lives. I mean, can say I hear 100%, and as I hear even 80%. In fact,
80
there be mean rating 80 because I feel that you see what then I feel that the best is yet to come.
That's true anyway.
Because I quite to say the governance now, me in my opinion, I have to say sorry testimonies. Because people are now speaking like I say when you be put to prove into a course or maybe dear dance. I'm not for dear dance of this government. Oh, it is true. The videos are there.
No,
yes, we do
Obi abufu say. And also na nanu yada say. Shirajo mahama. Na fu onebusu say.
Track say. Also now combination no if you before. You understand? Everybody is saying when they are as Santimano Pamachokakra, Anka, Ashanti region of all people. Now the bloggers in Ashanti region are the one promoting the government.
That's true.
They have incited the Ashanti kingdom so much to see that yes, Abambia bar or what mama.
Abam papa.
You understand? And they have also seen progress of work infrastructure. The way our aircon gidi. The people they do this. I mean, your friends say sarcastic videos, and I say skits. I don't know. You mama mu. I remember na obi no prekesin say. Yes, my dollar cost so now. Yes, omo discover yes, escape. You also buy obetite so. This sarcastic video, bebre, and now if you look at it critically, social media and bloggers are now.
What is he talking about? Cement price.
Now those.
Hey, you were talking about all the coffee fuel. All the fuel. No, it has a link.
Oh, but me come.
Not fuel, no. You see, no can there. It has no
electricity don't have link.
What is it?
No book ever, sir. Me say the basis cement.
Why you PR what did SCD the time, man?
Why? I said it
to you. They compare these commodities. They compare some of the videos you see. They are comparing fuel to the current administration, the previous administration. Iron rods to this. Carpenter for so you have videos. Yes. Yes. Hey, they talk about it. I have never dreamt say anka MPP for and yes adianka mun to me new, but etimodin deliberately
were you in this country in 2017?
From the core leadership of MPP.
Were you in this country in 2017?
Once we are alive, we were in this country.
Once we are,
we saw more than this.
You see, you were
claiming. By 2017, 2016, we lost all in 2016.
We in 2017 did better than what you did in the last 1 year.
Unless you say you don't want to be fair, your own people have even commended the government of the steps they've taken to ensure, say, still stabilize it. Your own people. Nti se mbejina na mka se amamwe fon be no bubu de be no maye cement ya hia na moto so who can say 5 cedis per 5 cedis anya pe who kwa koto 20 bags of cement na say ya te so 5 cedis I say 100 bags. You have money in your pocket. Omo tofu obi tumi can say my tofu menya 4,000 in my pocket because ode ade no ko nanka obeton be say 18,000 per that tank kese no and so okoto ye no e be 1,004. I mean when you 400 actually bottle omo turn in quantum so they make so much money. So we pray and hope say there will be continuity and stability in this type of governance. Okay. And then they should even escalate it. Say the better your home better more. Because sometimes I sit back and ask myself, look, our Sanka force is 50 pesos and that if I say full or so. And cement no crop you better even cheaper.
You see, we cannot also do without the force it is 50 pesos.
Yes, but you see, it is
because it be a stabilization. You will say send a bear meet me top fuel no Accra 1 liter 10 cedis. Me call Paga. It should be 10 cedis.
The same thing.
And make us say, on can say any taxes in inferior. So I say some of the taxes are very relevant.
That mean can say
to ensure
that
the new levy.
Yes,
new levy 1 cedi.
No, it's 4 cedis 50 pesos on 1 gallon. I am talking about
1 cedi per liter.
Yes, and I'm saying that 4.5
Akasema who can the day na what say 4 cedis ka say do so levy no ye yifiri so a na anka betimi ama ya ton fu
emboye
emboye
na ye get tears ka
na ka wi chire mu na Ghana frontier
na we ye nji ndi o
wan chire mu ma Ghana frontier say do so levy na mahama de so no ye yifiri ho anka ni boy fu
good but do so levy no kwa Ghana frontier we've said that I want to say what I say. I will say because what can you? But when children Ghana for who say do so live now Muhammad the best so China walk and was forced in the future person. Let me say be a walk taxes.
As for some person mo tie o.
But the truth is that Ghana for say because even with that, no, we don't feel it. Petro, I have.
And I say, and I walk at Anka cement in Beba form. And you
know, number cement, so one can, on the count. 4.5. In fact, with that, you know, Sika, Mebo, Eka, Ananka, Emene, or May, Ananka, Yesika, and Farmer, or Momu produce your friend is saying, generate energy and my. And then you two a cassie because of one Ghana cedis.
That is not true.
That
is not true.
Without
the one Ghana cedis, we paid 1.4 billion in 2024. It is budget in the 2025 budget.
Yes, it is true.
We didn't take that one.
Yes, it is true. And how much were you buying fuel?
We didn't take one.
Yes, and how much were you buying fuel?
14.7.
40.9.
Yes.
We 14.7. Listen, we went as far as 100 cedis per gallon. We left at 14.7. And then you tell one cedi. As one cedi. Bisa every attendant. Obi station be also failing. That's
a new slogan.
No,
we have other stories.
Disposable income of the Ghanaian is gone.
It's what gone?
Godwin.
Bank of Ghana screwed everything.
I don't know. I mean, Mr. Chafoche. I don't know.
Yes, that's true.
Pesa.
That's the difference between politicians and the analysts.
You know.
And in conclusion, I think the government should even do more. A friend saying, building industry and then conform be here cement and iron rods. You know, you hear not just say you want Harry.
And iron rods prices of late.
Make sure the current.
What?
16
mm, which we were buying at friends saying 12,000, and then 7,000. Yes, for a ton. A full half.
Okay.
And then almost see almost diamonds on the boss, and then almost to the pillars.
Godwin, for your relative.
Yes. Yes. Oh yes, but Obia.
Let me
but the truth is that KJC Google omo prices for the first time competitively the prices to way so.
Okay.
And you can only say
Mate. Mama NTC NPP more primary sa wo mo ko nyame adomo a 31st awa because o maka we bi pen yo a kire mo
na de omu yi
na wo say enema be say 90 de mo be ka ho asem na area ye they are sorry so Ken opens wide lead in MPP race and no a new nationwide delegate survey Dr. Evans Dia on a year na wama was saying nyame adomo survey no na chese delegates ne say wo ebeto ama honorable Kennedy Japan obe lead 52.59 and na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia 36.27 Dr. Brian Champon 2.02 and na Dr. Educhum 0.52 engineer Kwabene Japan de and one farm and no can one fam and baby into no nkomo a ye di sanso and I am not an alien in NPP. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kupie mo once on delegate kasa and all this ansem no etu just so an NPP flag bearer race aspirant to sign peace pact into ne the bokata ne dia Bawumia beat peace drums into we any idea to nema be say at 9 de pono so awa me sure say dey free ho dey obeka and once obeka ni nyina nso abomo
yo me that's it best start free Dr. Bawumia smoke the peace and I say all beat the peace drum the sense obi enim no in his entire political career oba ekra obesesa the politics of this country the sense in 2008 obi ana oya adult bia ebehu say after 2012 our politics changed or no introduce constructive dialogue yɛbɛtumi akɔ university na yama alternative policies ni na keka ho nti wo bibia na was started a discussion on radio and TV yɛbɛtumi ayɛ so ono no a movie to politics of issues at that time ana oye the poster boy for your campaign between 2012 and 2016 so obi anim say ono no believe in yanka asumdwe ka de obetimi aka kabima min ka bia mamu no so mo say de dodo amamu no saa na ekire say indeed say wo wadwen ana waka eduru say e wo say woto aba na wasa akoto asumdwe so enye obi a wanwa say Dr. Bawumia eka bibisa again omo ka say saa eye post aye koi mahu honorable Kennedy Japan ni video dia odi aba say okasa wasokwa say yafa nkrofobia kofa 50 people be deploy omo ewo constituencies across the country na omo etimi akoso mehem ne na keka ho. This is not true. Again, there is no way say we betimi abe disrupt these elections.
Okay.
These elections are itimi disrupt to say elections are nyina mo kabum na mo ba fa akona obi kra ni mo bi ente no itimi disrupt say de ekoye no wo University of Ghana. It's our conference no. We say a conference like that will be free Nadoli, will be free Jaboso, will be free Fijase, or Mube Kabum, we nim way. They what brought them together the party. But these elections are constituency based elections. In 276 constituencies across the country, concurrently in the same day. My constituency, Asawasi constituency, there were 1,200 delegates. What do you mean 50 babuye? And I said, "What do you more babe ye den wo eho?" It is not possible. 1,200 no. Obekono, obikra no one yere na ye polling agent ewo ho. In the entire constituency, I know every delegate. Minimum nyina because me a delegate. So I know every delegate. Omusu ni me. Minim baby a be brete. Omusu ni baby a metie ne na keka ho. So obi bia obeka kire say we na ye kono entokwa besi ne na keka ho no entokwa bia nsi because ye do ye ho a ye ngie akini ye nim se de ye ka nyina no e ye radio so any social media ne na keka ho but ye ko na ye koto aba na police for ebeba behwe electoral commission so ebeba elections committee no akachire yen say omo de bambo ni nyina ahye police for sama police be ye in that district omo trauma IGP nti say ye no o Asokore Mampon the last time ye no Asokore Mampon cluster of schools ho e ho de ye no e ho ye kese kakraka park no so ena ye koye tent kakra bi ankrofo ejina ase ena ye to otu aba wi ana wokọ agents no ejina ho ye nyina no ye na asumdwe that time no na me electoral area coordinator na we adwuma ma Kennedy Japan me ne hia wo ho edi nkomo na me ne nyina na gina queue me bedru ana omo magnanimous le cancer media me nkoto so me ba late but omo ma me koto eja omo na omo queue no but me ba no I interacted with them ye bon nkomo kama because ye ni me ho but ye ni ba bia obi agina na say ankrofo bi ko ye sa endorsement of Kennedy Japan minimum nyina omo pakuso delegates and omo kabo mu na omo ba asawase ebe yes ha endorsement na ka say omo ye dipa 200 omo de ama Kennedy na me ka say ono kra no say ene Kennedy ni support base na perform because in the last elections Kennedy got more than 200 votes in the asawase so say more 200 say mo say ba declare mana mo so mo ba na mo ye nipa be 16 and mo say ba press conference ma mo dudo ye 200 and no kire say na ho den kra eswate so sana ye no and again Michelle Bakukra e ma me ne gira ho edi koma because wo adenti na manjina pakoso anya na moko Central Mosque nchen ekoye no e na edidi nkomo so obi bien obebu obi a ho because abusuafo e na ye delegate e wo every constituency obeko police station na obi bi ne yere your police station back within my electoral area obi ne yere on na chairman e na yere ye woman organizer ansa na nipa 3 na aka no enso e wo area ho amote enti obi eni ho obeko ntokwa enunti na ama Dr. Bawumia ka se ye nyina na ye smoke the piece pipe se na be ya ye betime awie na yakan ho abom because you see there is unity in strength say there is strength in unity me boa so say yen nyina no ye kan ye ho bomu a ye betimi akọ na yetimi awi so eno no very important.
Okay.
And sema polls are see aba.
1 minute.
Oh. And no ma me topic 4 no say me in fact 3 minutes.
Oh.
Already you should need
3 minutes. Oh.
Yes, attempt for questions.
Okay. So any ma me we say na be ya sa polls na Ivan Sidua de buy no. Respectfully, Dr. Ivan Sidua a member of Kennedy's campaign team. He has shared a lot of platforms with him. And Sana Obeye Pulsi. So we take it with a pinch of salt. Almost all the credible posters are Benyinan, including the Mekrami disagree. I have always bastardized Musa Dankwa for his armchair thing. But at least Musa Dankwa Munyinano Krano.
For his armchair what?
Yes, baby armchair. Baby to say Tama. Suspended Chief Justice. Within 3 days, you say you suspended Chief Justice. Within 3 days, what's the Ghana phone you to say you suspended? How many people did you speak to within 3 days?
He did about Dr. Baumi at the end we all.
Baby, me say, including that one, Ukraine made me what problems with.
So analysis all making in the survey or the banner.
Oh, there are some. I have disagreement with him on even sets like this. The last time was just about a month ago on Joy News. I had one-on-one banter with him, and I subjected his own post to some scrutiny because Okachira and President Mahama, 67% approval meboa. 2 months ago, the same survey now where President had 70%. So Okachira said, "I know President in the popularity in air form." And this I use his own data. Okay. The data about me reading. But Evans Dia is a member of Kennedy campaign team. And until now, or this post yaba because Evans Dia on your post Ghana had I guess except Nansenya or starting out.
There's always a first time.
Or starting and so doing it. Post away
but Obi awaye bibibiano or shasi. Exactly.
But you see, post away in ano. Actually, say Kennedy a commanding lead. And no Emma no Kuremba because
I who are bomana.
Oh, no, who bay?
Because some is also Dr. Baumi.
Yes, I did some crack and say on one post to BND. The rare post on the elections day.
Okay.
The most important thing is say almost or more people see them as credible or more track record. And me mention Musa Dankwa. He has a track record. Why be amanabum? For instance, the general elections, no. Why amanabum? But they be an armchair. Me pointing to him. Say armchair. I'm engaging. So Dr. Baumia will not get less than 80% of the votes. Party for no who say maybe I was a because you see, aspirant to be able to know. That's what camera seems so. Every day, super. And no chance as aspirant. Only no quite ye. One aspirant to Nendra. Can you Japan as so camera as in so? I can say my mouth about me a prank can want some crowd that. So about me, I say Professor Dubois. Then they can say, was it Professor Dubois? And yet, Bamia soon can Professor Dubois has some. Oh, I was in Kumasi. I came only last night. Baby, no okay. The okay Professor Dubois has some crown. Chama wound to me. Again, now Professor Dubois yareno. Akentina Pia Minka book. Akentina Pia Minka was the spokesperson to Professor Dubois at that time.
How are you telling me now?
Natural. So the okay no crown no correct.
Wow, whom so mamma na sabria ye kase yensem troni Jacob Kubi. Ewa homane so ya nyanenti yese obepi mu ewo tiptoe lane eja ato honum Jacob what me nka
Beneba me to nka pa
na what say ana pay hello Jacob for contain na wugina
yo me no ka say dia me jira Kwame Nkrumah circle no obepi mu ewa ha tia sister store ati wa no enye asem kuma na minute mamfo ene mbrantia omo bo aye de dikan ansanodum dafo no ba ni kirebu a omo de omo ba omo eduma so ti se na omo ba eduma no ma na omo ho do mu se ewutie bi achasi epie ewa ye se ke sitole bebe omo to eye force no oho ena eja no ate efie minu ka se sisters no dudu na na odum jafo no omo ne baby a edu eja nation no omo ne boche
Jacob Jacob. Oh, Jacob. Oh, abusiafo ahoma no emmoa ye kra Jacob Kubinana wodi emunchi mu bansesi aye kasa ide na chese wo kwame kuma se ko tip tolling ho e no de amanebo ba o chese eja ato eye stores ni bi mu a o chese be bi eja na to ye pa ye bia o moton eye broni wawu aye kan fosi we die nana kan pese Jacob amesamu akwa ba bi o aha nti wo se wo muni jim dumja adwuma ko no ebo hye nti abo motimi edumja na kra na
Bino ka say de jano ayata tata ni buofu kra tisota ewo eya tito le ya se be omo so eya post any hu keka ho no data enyama ewa ha no ebi mu ye post ebi ye phone hu house ni nyama na wo se no so no eya roba ne hu keka ho ana be so no kan ka ta eya wono mo di omo mu se post no omo di tiki eya board no so no enu mu bi ene ewo stop ni mo ewa ase tena eja ne ti no enya asekuma asoja fo aba be bie mu wa ha omo so ede omodum ja efidie aba be boa wono omodum ja ewa asoja fo mu so be bie mu wa ha eya o tenifa o ka eya odum ja fo no so be bie mu wa ha apolice force the for be bie so na be bie mu wa ha omo se ni so be control crowd no na odum ja fo no etumi eja no be eja ne de onya na de so odum titi a na odum ja fo no so no bebre dodo na abe bie mu wa ha fra kwa omo nya kwan omo fo omo ka ne fra ewura be bia eya be bia eja ne ti no emo wona omo se be ha tedi de omo nya be bia omo de omo ka se na atike so da fo no so nya be bi de omo ka na akwacha omo fight se omo timi edum eja na ye be eja ne de enye atemke to afra
okay Jacob asem na chasa atomeyi baby a eja na ehye no on se buses aya na lodi ekwo tamale ni walwale ni ade no ebi wo ho no ma na buses ni bi sisi ho
na me no ka say ye two bus no o ma two bus ni nyina
okay
eya aha say ya no ho na eya odum jafo ne nya kwa ya ko brem
okay
ko be na efi ho mo ba ye nim ne nti a efi ho mo na so no enye no na be ma odum jafo do enya kwa be bi o che no kwa na utumi say enye ta e bi asai dia enye ma efu bus ne ho no na o ba be lodu e dia ko mi nim se driver ni ha dia mi entre ba be odum jafo no e won ni be bus ni si ni dia enya dia eja ebeto batinum eja de ano ya na eye de bo eja se sota fi eye bebi omo to force no kwa odora se bebi omo to mo ne wo ka ho no ho ni nyira ye ndua na omo de aye enti na eja ni so ma na agibum enya so ma na agibum na eto aso de ko na wona mo ha ni so tire mu se bebi eja no se kwasisi ano eye bia wona omo di ja wa ha se nyina omo kodidi wo na se choba ene food judgment pepe ewo ara no ho mo a omo so no omo hwe ni so be yi omo nyama efiri ho na so no se na eja na no ye de no enya de omo betumi era ho mo
just ne de Jacob fire tenders no dodo assign na wo ho no sesi
okay, tija me no ka say de e wo ha me ni try tija soja for ne de ne ka wa eye enum na enya sa enum we nkoa na mbeto wa so we inshota na wo to ne ku pro abete ku ta amu ko ba say ya so ni de e bita ha say ba ka e kwa ambe fa so e de dum eja no
okay na traffic so won sem etese ka na bobo dompe mama traffic a che wo ho ana
yeah, traffic no ati ewo atie one of mu free TV3 home side kanda home ba be say akọ kasoa no ya stop omo one of mu free kasoa be say akọ kani de omo da omo ye djuma ba one of mu ko kasoa no na ya stop me say be omo be fa akọ no oho na ya fa ke de ba omo teni teni mo omo di ra be bi eja no ti wo no one of mu ko kasoa ne ho tika ho de ya stop omo ba one of mu ko incline ho tika o su de ho tika ho ne de find the one on be tini akọ
okay and ntie say no se wo de wani bu a wobetimi akenkan maybe stores dodo ana say de esi hyekọ ne de wontimi nkan say stores dodo say na so far ahye
This I know can say I said to do an meet to meet the stores to do I did do me not if any for APP stores do I
now honest no shop honest no omo me adwane free hall
be more than a be more so that for omonia my son say no tra na etre one now omo ni around omo be duma ya stores na say omonia money there omo ha omo su omo nya ka do say omo ni se journey bi abeka sai su de omo su bi ba say omo trema omo aboka ye pa enye atemkuma one omo so jani nyandu omo chani there on pe mi kaseni tetem omo yi omonia ma e free ah
okay na police for around because say ya na nipa bonfo nso de omo huji mo wi anema eti bambo ho nsem so te say wo say
police for ha na ya no mo for no so ha say bambo no ko so papa na ya no mo no so ro mo na mu nkete na gugu fo no omo tata
okay Jacob Kosofo ani di echi de be film ababia no ma UTV na hwefo nso hu bi why me da se na adini sise ya me ade na tete me kese pa ye stores na o musi esi fire hydrants so no just wudwe wu bebia enye
second so like I'm sure fire service for we say sa your friends say you know enclave no omo office crowd
so e na no ka se bebia agane start ye na omo ne omo ebohye
yes
hey and there's no space once we can so omo de omo car na e ba no kon baby omo ko fire omo nya baby no omo wura
even so you so tiptoe lane side okra e the rema you cannot even turn unless you reverse back to because omo block side and side na quite night it's unfortunate
una hopla traffic room even human traffic yes
we dey adwadifo mon kafra we dey mamu due kese pa na amane ho mon kafra na we dey yanti asemode enyasem over ma wo nati free honom ya be obese
mama yako but the be most painful necessary when your insurance for your wares you educate you almost about making sure say obey insurance amas what on sa no man say the bank be you be protected we are going say politicians na ehun money primary say o mokoi so o moko ba kun ekope bibi emo to boost their primaries and abano so asudie because o mo ba be can say aban be hwe meanwhile no some of these things is negligence na man akobasa tiptoe lane that was not supposed to be na can say so we share the Accra plan our ya sa ring road na fi GBC ho aba betwa mu no na can say we 2 football stadium back on left back on right drawing here and under Nsroma no as we share the place has turned into slum I feel sorry for them but I want to believe say after this no we shouldn't allow them to go and do the same thing na ya kekambo say no. The place should be should be redesigned such that car between afamu freely and other things to prevent some of these things and omonso a omo gas a omo de no aduane omo stores mo no normal coal pot no normal all for all you know it may not be electrical fault be na akoye gas and say bibisa and so I pray say e betumi adumjana obi ahoton
okay na and we need the own person
because I was here in fact the issue of polls almost a politician be a polls adida
gf1
nti akoya bibia
nti ebi ba na fewa mo dia
musa dan kwa dia na fewa almost there oye
omonim no kro no awa
you behave awa
opesa
producer me say mo be ni cane na awa o tete me nedo do aden
babia o awa we
me no wa share
and me say be ni cane why na we on air pa
you see politicians omonim pa about those who do credible polls. And now, so this particular poll, Nkofo very scale. So polls where are they? Now, yes, I go on the form, and I say, scenario any be Charlie. Sir, the point is leading Dr. Baumia in that
52. 1997. And the offer unjindi.
How is this possible?
Awa mimbisa wasem. Mimbisa wasem. Awa already who candidate was.
Ako menjindi.
Unjindi.
Menjindi.
Ken before.
Menjindi. Mese.
Ese mubuan.
Mese. Ebeti say na ano die no. Adebia that is the word I use. Ebeti say na.
Godwin.
Ebeti say na ano die no.
Na ano die ne siye.
Na ano no obi nansam kekenti. Ema yatutia no. They looked at the character that the person has exhibited. And ema yatutia no. Ordinarily, such a person and an astute businessman in society, a very big man in a particular party or in the MPP, and can say a percentage and can say so trouble.
Baby, so conversation at that time is was a very short period, and the banner air popularity and
the short period.
The other person was way ahead.
And so it's the same thing. The person will be way ahead.
Born home modern pa.
There be. I don't know where sir. Whoever goes last, say oh born home modern. Or you say no be na mafia no so and so. Look, media. I talk about credibility. The credibility we talk about. And man inquire to say you governance credibility. Look, the party MPP has been bastardized by one of the candidates in Japan for a very long time. In fact, a good party no any member of party no good party no fin. All Obama you say NPP were looting the state like never before. And of course he was speaking the truth. He also alluded say can sebe akronfo because he insinuated say obi bia o businessman and also a politician we akronfo. And the business interest also can was yes for me can na be dem akọ vote am was say obi o akronfo. But no crop the end no ye trivial. We are talking about real big soup and then a buying. As so the Babetra obey to party.
And the way you
best say who interview crowd we and Wahano giving out.
But best say
me interview be give will be out.
But be MPP.
Who can so on factories they can say onka
wow.
We was so Jerry.
But Yadi MPP adruno abedum pempen so yenye obi ese obeka party na bom. I am not surprised that the issue of a peacemaking or signing a peace pact, which of course I know say a bare formality within the political parties. But I'm not surprised if Dr. Bawumia no buy. I stand to be corrected. So, or not see signing peace pact. Yes,
and so
I am not surprised at all that you come out to say we should sign a peace pact because onu what him say. Omu wiye na say you no when ekwa he would have that courage say yenka your home na yenya. But you see delegate omo aswansa omo hu de mu edu say pa ye kwakoto aba na obi a ogu party no fi obi a wama ne ye friend say de ye why peeved crop ye kind of say peeved ye wama ye odie abro no so apia bontin obi anso bo party no obi abo individuals. Yes, I agree say wabo nipa na we uboni aye eno de enye but a man in traso emma wo mfa ho bufu ense wo party na say ense nkrofo. You understand? And nkrofo nso o mo to di ba o mi echi no se ko ba na say Dr. Bawumia no be won na Ken be won ya nka bo me be den because nkrofo nyina na they will not want to associate themselves with obi otisa.
Na say Dr. Bawumia wini na Ken and wini they are Ken echi di phone dey be ba be campaign dey man.
Dr. Bawumia's demeanor as a meek person can attract these people into the party. And for me, Dr. Bawumia Engineer Bebindi will be at former president Panipa to me dinner tem raw. I mean to me dinner tem raw. Udi matem and I won't do sabe would be in a kwaji post we say we and yefe a judge for a good movie asraf for police for ye there or more all these things. You put out somebody's picture. This is the guy. I'll pay. All these things. Look, Nipan and they are on social media. Children, one single person, Dr. Bawumia, Jina Baby Dina Tem, who was stationed. Uncle Bikra was stationed in good Christianity, and I said, sorry, everyone fear him. Say, sorry, no, any pastors, no prophet, and you're no, but who was stationed? That's what you have to let them stop. But you joined the fray by bastardizing certain pastors and prophets, whatever. Meaning is within the Christendom. We are to the point that and those who are going to vote, they are both Muslims and Christians. And for me, some may be a delegate, and of course I'm not one. But delegate omo ye discerning.
Do you delegate account to man?
No, I won't. The year who says say ahombrase na ye pɛ de age. Ono aka so kro kan. O se say ya de men kasa o. No kasa. Because ya can't no kasa. No je ya say na nya owura kanda pa. O ka che say there be bia na manu akofa bia na nya ono but MPP will be MP. O ka say to me ubetumi ekuma me de akwache. Uji to me ya na wa de akwakonya no ma me. You understand? Inti ahombrasia krama ahombrasia de je to me de. E de bebre eye bi na nanado de ye. You understand? Inti for me these people, I am not going to talk about Brian and Co. Brian was shown the face is good. But I'm talking about the two main contenders. I mean, say they are the key in Crawford.
Na enyo one say Dr. Brian ever be say win.
Oh, doc, check a cry. We were sure then we are who part in next you know what's our contest to be.
Okay.
Dr. Baumia, I am confident that he will win. But the percentage Awa is giving him 80%. Adabraka,
me come say Awa. You better about bet na here.
So we have measured. Me for now no, it is the percentage aspect. Say what will be the margin of a opening when he wins and only, but I have no doubt, said Dr. Baumia, will lead this thing again. And I will be very shocked and surprised if delegate will pick somebody to become an albatross on their neck.
Also, you are not convinced that he will lead?
No, I'm saying I am very much convinced that Dr. Baumia will lead.
Okay.
But you see, delegate, Mona Mokoyi Abanyame, until you must do the needful and do the right thing. Because look, yes, will be a sabe. Na giving can sometime. You know, what's sunny? I reckon for the bill. Omoko share meeting. That's obi. Ofi say you don't have to talk. Or be shuttle down. These are the things some of us have observed sitting after. Otherwise, I admire that man so much. That is Ken Japan. No more ayabwa or minor employment. I work creating other things.
But say ambition to be a president in the
I don't support it.
Okay.
Man, because what can say ne party no. Eba o ma be gu ni nyuma. O mu chase no with taxes. It means that we be president with taxes no obi am chase. Hey aba.
Yo Godwin.
Yo yeah Ken for so the international mama super candidate.
Say the way team Ken. Because we DC.
Team Ken. Because the mummy no mo Ken nyina say
2-1 bi nso ni wa.
2-1 means just o me no mo be Ken sir. In fact, for us as NDC, all the candidates are MPP representing, you know, are no match for 2028. No two ways about that. We are not too worried about near Oba.
Okay.
Sebi, ejuma pa ye no. And no never turn ye 2028. Not individuals or who MPP is coming with. In fact, MPP, Mwankasa ena oma press a distraction button.
How?
And that distraction button no, and no never affect one and you who wins the next elections.
No, we are talking about internal
minimum
distraction button.
Some destroy mo. However, whoever comes and whatever happens, you know, that dent. And me who video be a friend is Ken. Koli Baumia, a liar. He's a liar, born liar, and on to me image na hokra nya camp obi a do danado do by say economist. Ujira hona degeta. He said all that. Inti say Baumia ewini me say tape aye twegu ho no ho omo campaign. Omo ankasa omo works ene bo dia mo.
Kennedy West na mo yusu na mo bestand to.
Oh, that nya no. Na Kennedy be wini nto wini anya ne voices ne ebo. Inti no hwe say Obama actual on Facebook wall. Or say a murderer calling someone a liar. Rest in peace, Ahmed Swale. Capital nonsense. Sir Obama. The Odiama, your friend also. Ahmed
Swale. But he didn't refer to anyone there.
Oh. Opinion. Yes, Bubene Tibet, ya yenye chinye.
So what is who is
Obama address? South Tibet.
Wow.
So what's be?
This is a national platform.
Oh,
we say what's be?
No, me but until no in parables no so say why no de no.
Opinion. Omo mutie nyina anim.
Sir,
Including
wo. Me de minim.
Or say a murderer calling someone a liar. Who calls somebody a liar in this campaign? Rest in peace, Ahmed Swale. Who has Ahmed Swale been connected to? Me no, these details I don't need it so much.
But then you don't need to.
I am proving unse me can say one ma press distraction button.
But God, to be fair, no one say on board din.
Menka so abodin. Menka so abodin, but me see bubere tibeti ya yenye chinye. Ebio, Satan has taken over the MPP. There's no leadership in that party. Dr. Richard Amuakuba.
He's not a member of our party.
Oh, my
yeah, da. Since I am a member of our party.
And you must watch it.
Kennedy
Stephen Amwa is and was not able to when we gave royal ladies coca alleges. And Nyama Moka, I can't quote it, obviously. You know where I am leading to. You don't know coca?
Who is that? Chairman Odin Hoka Kwepia. Anahoi.
Coca Onuni.
Unim kasachire
me say unim no coca unim coca Ghana phone coca open na unim to unim no me say me the picture achire
onuni no bodin no but when you say coca
Ashanti regional aspirant enye on
coca na minim see
friend no kasa asemi
one so na yaka
Ashanti regional but aspirant Ashanti regional minister yenim say friend
regional chairman
sorry on kasa asem no
obi aso nim coca yi obi anim no camera for cross ro so muni no ntie ye
I was only creative art guy.
So what?
A different from this is a different.
What does this? Only want to mean a court every day.
So what?
Yeah, to okay.
Where your creative art be beyond?
And I made the picture.
But God,
yes.
Me okay in a combo. Na me can say aspiring chairman no.
Yes.
But me who picture says here, different. But you me to hold on. What's all the acha wow?
Yes.
But nipa don wa wo omutie na omotion. Omo nim said this is the gentleman you're talking about.
When your friend Coca, introduce him Coca for free.
Where they?
Want to me aid back no me boa.
Sir.
Yes, only want to win a court every day.
So that means on any aid.
Anyway.
Win coca. We only know.
Wow, Miss Ojai now. God, I can't 2 minutes. Your time now.
You see, I have a lot of these things that I had wanted to. I say, brand a champion.
Hey, two baby headlines. God win. Me say come to me. Yet na so your time and so.
Me military cry or your cry no. You say you fake. You see, we have all seen primaries. Yehunu presidential primaries from 92. We have never seen something as thinking as what is happening. Hey. And in fact,
in the history of politics,
I am telling you.
Wow, please.
I am in the history of politics in Ghana.
Stop so
this thing is so stinking, irrespective of the side that you belong to. And so to me, catch who say, baby, Ghana, ye dream. Baby, politics, a dream. Must these things be said about people? Today, Chronicle, Obia, we dim when him baumia, we dim when him akko. Vice President 2 times. He is struggling to prove say on your alien. Because of the ofri tribalism any idea and adokro MPP. Look at the campaign that is going on. Abra yenina Kwame Nkrumah essay boarding school system is for us to be able to erase the tribal lines and for us to behave as one people. And then because of enipakura obedi mo enimako lusu. You want to destroy yourselves.
Yo matemeda se busia for mayamfa yonkomo bono AC ahase na empemfo mo bebo amadwumedi no ye pay nso so meda o mo asepa and asem de pono so ye twe ho nkomo nakok bust nations and notorious drag queen in Bujumbura raid and no ye di home come so no increase in cement price and manufacturers and so on seminal MPP presidential primaries and matters arising can open wide lead in NPP race. Sasona, I'm not an alien in NPP, DMB. NPP flag bearer race aspirant to sign peace pact. Saso and Abawumia beats peace drums. Openyini Yao Asani Tano, a political analyst. Saso and Godwin Akogan, Deputy National Communication Officer NDC. Saso na wow, please. Wow, Muhammad, AMPP communication team member. And also member propaganda in Kawana. Abusia for Arehosem Kesia Esine say Yankasa. Ye legend, ye nyum tuni openyini ya usaponsabri. Wadani binkumso.
I think he has some stroke some years back, yeah.
I'm all recover, yeah. My meeting one in a tone when you say in Chibia somewhere late last year, Honor Mameno, Edani binkumso no opinion sapon. Yame fane crazy. Yame chebusia fonso so pa we dear. Yantia samode mamenchia Mr. James Kofi Asare apiedu wo kokobin kumase wo shejumedi mechia wo pa saso na Mr. Ricky Bwachi Yadom wo kumase Mr. C of Sunset Hotel wo kumase na nyame Yadom a Miss Pacho me train date in why party no higher kwan ho it is so make arrangements remember if you are going to deputy operations director ewo fire United Party if you metia wo pa Godwin
mame fa connection me mpa obobia da ko echewo say my late na me kwa so ba so me to studio
I don't know. Assemble. And then the top and the other papa. We also have what can happen. I tell you. But I don't just enter. Yo, mama, emphasize that possible beauty house. Possible beauty house. Me come for the ama oye bema na sa wo sheme. Oye obana wo sheme a. Eye baby a wudru ho no mo a. Wo bibi a wutimi your from your hair to your pedicure, your manicure, your nails, open luxury hair, open pixie cut. Just say, I would do baby with makeup or your bride, an incoming bride, open so your makeup, or photo shoot to be a ninja na kona dine a possible or your hair installation or your braids, ninja na or ye ain't what dear a one stop. A beauty house who do want maybe beer. It is said will be see remuno, yes, and I'll be free ho. Not just why about why handsome beauty no to make come for Eddie about me tea shemi or no and a yet de mame. It's for possible beauty house. I was 0246 811026 0246 811026. That's on a part vintage a walk by way top base a whole and a walk for parts now on Tadi and answer for called dino to my Tadi shemi abena ubegandi dear fatal and no complexion no echo your parts at that Roma into so down a friend was 0242653361 0242653361 as that is here and come up beja form baba kame on emma edi Ghana hon come what wo fia wo jebre a wo share so as that is here pa eye wo de some me catch me say adwenche no me say atem die pa igo means me can fam you can do better intime so odonfo hu ye mobo ode ochena dom ya Adekye Nsroma homa ye sorry to me yimpa ye ma onsanyame ontutu wana mo nsi ye why ono ne metimi akamfo de ama osan say otimi ade nyina onhya wonsan no adwuma so na bia wo kwa wo benya problem no 2026 onhwe wonsan mema ne ma wo enko why midin de abenachi boache me na me besomo makra